Hey guys, good morning. It is Tuesday, April the 14th. We are up in the playroom. As you can see here, I got them doing an Elmo learning app so I can knock out this lesson with you guys for today. We're going to start out, as we always do, by reviewing yesterday's work. And then, Katie, turn it down a little bit. And so we're going to review yesterday's work, and then we're going to jump into today's activities. I sent an email yesterday about doing a Zoom class meeting, so I've heard from a couple of you guys that you're interested in doing it. If you would like to do it, then I will schedule it probably for Wednesday or Thursday of this week. So just be looking for an email for that. If you haven't done Zoom before, you have to schedule these things in advance, okay? So we have to make sure we're all available at the same time. A couple of you have already emailed me saying, when are we Zooming? When are we Zooming? I'm going to let you know, okay? So just hang in there, and we will all get to hopefully talk together this week. So like I said, my goal is to probably do that Wednesday or Thursday afternoon. Okay, all right, so let's review yesterday's math. It's all scanned in so you can check it yourself. But we were talking about Brian, who had earned a pretty good paycheck, $567.38. But when you get paid, you also have to pay your bills. So he had to pay $138.57 for his car. And then he also had to pay $89.48 for his phone. So he, being the responsible guy he is going to save the rest. So your work should look a little bit like this. It shows you that we have the paycheck, we're subtracting the car payment, and we're subtracting the phone payment to find out that he gets to deposit $339.33 into his savings. So that is a very responsible choice. You know I love to save, and you guys should always try and remember to do that too. When you start bringing in a paycheck, you need to prioritize your money and make sure that you're always putting some away in case of an emergency. Okay. The journal for yesterday talked about when you were a kid, what did you want to do when you grew up, and did that change as you got older? Like maybe in kindergarten you wanted to be an astronaut. Hold on one sec. All right, that's way too loud. Sorry, I couldn't hear myself think with this ABC song in the background. Okay, so like I said, yesterday's journal, do you still want to be the same thing that you dreamed of when you were a kid? Is your career goal still the same, or did it get more practical? Maybe if you said you wanted to be an astronaut when you were 5, is that still the same thing, or what would you like to do? Okay. Also, yesterday in our interview skills, we talked about body language and appropriate tone and things like that when you're interviewing or when you're at work. So I'm flipping to that now. What we did was kind of evaluate ourselves and see if we had appropriate tone and volume and used appropriate body language when we're talking to others, so that we put off kind of a positive vibe and interact appropriately in the workspace. So I scanned in my activity so that you could see how I evaluated myself. I noticed that I do kind of slump my shoulders sometimes. I need to improve my posture, and I also tend to fidget when I'm talking, especially when I'm nervous. I need to move my hands. No. So those are a couple things that I evaluated on this chart. So you should have done the same. And this is scanned, so you can check yours. And then I use this to kind of show how I can improve that behavior to be a more effective communicator. And this is a lot of the stuff, like I said, that Miss Swanson works on with us when she's in the coffee shop or in our classroom. Okay? So that's a quick review of yesterday. I want to remind you that I already uploaded chapter 9 of Messenger. So you can listen to that. If you want to take your quiz early, go for it. But I will do the read aloud on Friday. And let's see. It's not the same as the Wolfpack Cafe, but still got to have the coffee. Okay, so let's do today's math warm-up, and then we're going to do an activity in kitchen skills that deals with maintaining a clean workspace in the kitchen. So there goes Amy. All right, so first is a math warm-up. Today's is pretty simple. I like it when we have days like this. So this is what it looks like. April 14th. Okay, but I'm going to show you how I broke it down, and you can pause the screen there so you can do the work yourself. But the question says this. Sydney earned $947.53 last month. She had to pay $215.48 in taxes. How much money did she get to keep after paying taxes? So y'all know that when we've gone in the community and made purchases and things like that, we talk about taxes. Just because the price says $9.99, you need more than $10 to cover the tax that comes after, okay? So when I get a paycheck, or when mom or dad gets a paycheck, or when you get your first job and get a paycheck, if it says you're making $10 an hour, that doesn't mean that you get all $10 per hour you work. There are taxes that are taken out. It's not fun, but it's part of being an adult. So this Sydney girl, even though she earned $947.53 last month, they still had to take out taxes, okay? So this is just a simple one-step subtraction problem. $947.53, and then we're going to subtract using the calculator that is in the front of your binder, or you can do pencil and paper. Just make sure you line them up. Line up the decimals. $947.53 minus $215.48. It's a lot of money in taxes, but that's life. That is going to give you the total after taxes. Just got erased a little bit, but you'll get the idea. So find out, subtract the big number, or take the big number and subtract the smaller number, the total she was earning while working, and take away the tax. And that gives you what she is able to spend or deposit into her account. Okay? Simple one-step subtraction. But it's big numbers, so you need to pay attention to place value and the decimal. Okay? All right. The journal for today is for Tuesday, April 14th. I'm going to read it to you, then I'm going to kind of break it down so you can see. Amy's climbing out the dollhouse. You can see kind of a simplified question, and then it will be in Google Classroom, so you can post there and I'll respond. All right. How has your education this far prepared you for the workforce? What sort of things have your teachers done in regard to expectations, rules, roles, etc., that will help to prepare you for life outside of the school walls? What similarities does a school and work environment have? What makes each of these environments different? That girl's going to fall out of this house, and it's going to be on video. You better be careful. Okay, so here is the career journal broken down to be a little bit more simple. It says, how has what you have learned in school helped prepare you for your career? So what kind of things do we do at Buford that get you ready for jumping into the workforce after school? These kids. All right, you can pause it there so you can get it, but this will be posted on Google Classroom, and I'll scan it tomorrow.
It's good enough for me. Cheese for cookie. It's good enough for me. Cookies for cookie. It's good enough for me. Cookies, 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 start to see.
Never a dull moment around here. Okay, so the next activity is in the back in the kitchen skills section, but I need you to pay attention. On the calendar, it says that today we are doing the Become a Clean Machine. So there's a couple activities that we're skipping over and we're going to come back to. Okay, so we're skipping over Know Your Bakeware and going to Become a Clean Machine. Okay, this is important too because of everything we have going on right now with coronavirus. These are some good reminders to keep clean workspaces and to minimize germs. Yes, ma'am? It's a mini Instapot. What do you say? You're welcome. Okay, so the Become a Clean Machine is one page we're going to read together, and then there's 4-question quiz after it, so I'll read that aloud to you. Okay. Food-borne illness can be a problem if you don't practice good cleaning habits in the kitchen. Follow these tips to keep your kitchen clean and safe. Pull your hair back and secure it away from your face. So you guys know when we work in the cafeteria, we got to do hairnets, ponytails. Wash your hands and dry them with a paper towel. While working with food, don't touch your face, hair, or other unclean objects. So you guys know when we've cooked at school, if you have gloves on and you start to wipe your nose or something like that, new gloves. Okay, so wash countertops, tables, and other clean surfaces before you begin working in the kitchen. Keep work surfaces and utensils clean as you work. Katie, please let me read this to the students, okay? Okay. So I just said keep work surfaces and utensils clean as you work. Wipe spills immediately. Wash pots, pans, and dishes with hot, soapy water as soon as possible. Wash tools that have been used on raw foods before you use them on cooked foods. So if you're cutting up chicken before you cook it with a knife, can you use that same knife to cook or to cut the cooked chicken? No. That will cause bacteria to grow. It'll make you sick. So if you are cutting up meat that is raw, you need to really wash all those utensils before you use them with meat that's cooked, okay? Use separate cutting boards for raw meat and other foods. That means if you cut a raw piece of chicken on a cutting board, you cannot cut vegetables on the same cutting board. You have to get a new one. Change dish towels often. That means if you wipe up a spill with one dish towel, you don't want that to be sitting there to wash your hands with. It'll be nasty. Dispose of all food waste properly. Take the trash out often. Clean up when you're done and wash and dry surfaces and sweep the floor. Now this is all stuff we practice at school during cooking skills all the time. You guys know this stuff, so this should not be anything new. But we're going to take a quick little quiz on it on the next page. You know that you can always flip back to look at the reading material if you're not sure. Okay, so this is what it looks like. All right, and we're going to answer those 4 questions. You just choose A, B, or C. Become a Clean Machine worksheet. Answer the following questions. Question 1. When I begin to cook, what 2 things should I do first? A. Change the dish towel and sweep the floor. B. Tie back my hair and wash my hands. C. Do the dishes and put the food away. So which one of those are you going to do first? Question number 2. Why should I wipe spills right away? A. Because my mother said so. B. I can wait until I clean the kitchen later. Or C. A spill might cause an accident. Number 3. Why should I wash the counters before I start cooking? I just washed them after I made the last meal. A. You don't know what's been on the counter since you washed them last. B. Forget washing, they're clean enough. Or C, what you can't see won't hurt you. So why is it a good idea to clean the counters before you cook and after you cook? Especially these days. We want to just practice good hygiene all the time, keeping surfaces clean, sanitized, to make sure that we don't spread germs. And also when we're cooking, so we don't spread bacteria, foodborne illness. Question number 4. Why should I wash my tools after handling raw foods? A, you don't have to. B, tools can carry germs from raw food and cross-contaminate cooked foods. Or C, you shouldn't use tools on raw food. Okay, so that is all 4 questions. Thank you for your patience with Katie and Amy. Katie, Amy, come say bye.
Bye-bye.
Come over here. Amy, come say bye-bye.
I can't wait to play my favorite game.
Say hi, Samima.
Hi.
Say hi, Noah.
Hi.
Hi, Jeanette.
Hi.
Hi, Megan.
Hi.
Hi, Jesus.
Hi.
Hi, Stephen.
Hi.
All right, now give them a love you too.
Me too.
All right, bye.